when I read the description for the Impractical Joker, I kind of thought, I'm going to hate this. And actually, I didn't. That's not to say I liked the practical jokes, but there are a lot of really great things about this. This is a Betty Boop cartoon from 1937. It's directed by Dave Fleischer and Thomas Johnson, with a voice cast including Everett Clark, Pinto Colvig, Jack Mercer, and Mae Questel. And Betty Boop is busy baking, and her cousin comes to visit, and her cousin is the practical joker in question. And I have to say, I really like how this character is animated. I think the animation design is really great. And then he starts to do a series of practical jokes, and I found them to be irritating, but I loved Betty Boop's response to it. I completely agreed with the way she reacted to everything, and I loved seeing her responding in that way because there was an element of relatability. And the cousin is not going away, so she decides to call on Grampy for help. And Grampy decides to basically play the practical joker at his own game. And at the moment, I won't say what happens, but there is something satisfying about it, so I'll discuss that in more detail with a spoiler warning in a moment. But this is really, really well done. The pacing is amazing. We meet the practical joker straight away, and as much as I hate practical jokes, there are so many in this. It is very, very creative. The design of the character of the cousin, I thought he looked brilliant, and his laugh was irritating, but in a way that worked so well with the cousin, with the character. Betty Boop was fantastic. I loved her in this. Out of all of the Betty Boop cartoons I've seen, this is by far the one where I could relate to her the most. Her personality, the way she was responding to things, absolutely loved her. I loved the role Grampy played in this. I think this is only the third Grampy cartoon or Betty Boop cartoon with Grampy in it, I think, but I'm certainly really enjoying the character. Very well animated, very, very well paced. As I said, the narrative is really well done, and it has a lot to offer. And to make me like something that centers around practical jokes is a really good sign of quality. I really thoroughly enjoyed this, and I honestly thought that I would hate it. And I will now, with a spoiler warning, mention something that I think worked really well. So if you haven't seen it and you're a Betty Boop fan, definitely check it out. So spoiler from now. Something else that I thought worked really, really well and that I found really appealing is that when the cousin goes up to Grampy, as I said, does these different practical jokes on him, and we see the cousin getting a taste of his own medicine. And that was so, so satisfying and definitely made things just even better. So the Impractical Joker is absolutely one where I thought I'd be saying, I hate it, it's not for me, I don't like practical jokes. But actually, I loved it. I thought it was very, very well done. If you haven't seen it and you're a fan of Betty Boop, definitely check it out.